Commander, I'm pleased to hear the R.Yakshi situation has been put to rest.
Should I guess you're our contact inside Asari High Command, Counselor?
I'm merely here to convey the gratitude of the Asari people for concluding a difficult, sensitive mission. The next team of commandos we were sending to the monastery are now en route to Admiral Hackett instead. Farewell, Commander.
So Samara almost died, but she didn't. Well, I can't have these people die for nothing. If they're gonna die for something cool, or I'm gonna kill them. That's just how it goes. But now we have some more sorry people. We have Samara. I mean, why wouldn't you save her? You get 25. And every little bit counts. Even though half of it doesn't count, which is really great, isn't it? Hey, you know all that stuff you're getting throughout the game that's really tedious and boring to get? Half of it doesn't count. Oh, you want it to count? Well, play the multiplayer. Pay money and then play multiplayer. But don't just play it once or twice. Play it every day, because it will stop counting if you stop playing it. Oh, also, we're releasing DLC for the multiplayer, so please buy that too. Please, or else it won't be as good. You know, it won't be as good. We're yay, and you can go fuck yourselves.
What are you doing, Edie?
Monitoring reports of proton storms and other space weather. With the Reapers attacking the comm buoy systems, critical warnings may be lost.
How bad are these storms?
If we are warned, not bad. If we are not warned, very bad.
Thanks for the info, Edie.
Glad you talked Samara down.
I never thought I'd see her flinch from her duty.
I don't know. On one hand, that code's all she's had to live by for, God, centuries. And the galaxy goes to hell. The old rules don't cut it anymore. I mean, we're cutting some corners, right?
A few.
Well, the Alliance can always court-martial us after we save the galaxy.
Everybody was fighting the Rachni, trying to push them back through the relay. Finally, the Krogan were turned loose and stopped them.
I see.
But when the Krogan rebelled, we had to deploy the Genophage to stop them. Wasn't the only rebellion. 1,000 years later, the Geth revolted against the Quarians. That was a whole other war. Then along came the humans. My own people tangled with them for a while, and now, to top it all off, we've got the Reapers. What about you?
The Ouroboros fought the Densorim. The Andoromai conquered the Vandomai, and the Jatil turned against the Jar.
So, I guess nobody really ever gets their act together.
The Sinreal claimed to have found the path to eternal peace.
What happened?
The Ditaka preferred war and wiped them out.
I hope you guys had alcohol.
Some of the crew seem shocked by the monstrosities we have encountered. They haven't seen what the Reapers could corrupt after 100 years. That was our war. Every battle conjured a new nightmare. This human holds such childish views of war. Your species has much to learn. Commander.
Samara's the kind of soldier we need in this war. Nothing gets in her way. I just hope I'm not in her way someday. That woman means business. Now it's a mutated Asari. The Reapers are just a giant nightmare factory that never ends. I can only imagine what the Reapers are doing to the Drell, or the Hanar, or the Vorcha. This could get a lot worse before it gets better.
Yes, quake at the Reaper Hanar.
Maybe later.
They could do some fucked up things to those jellyfish, man.
It's a brilliant tactic, when you think about it.
But it's evil.
When has that ever mattered in war?
Yeah, but converting other life forms into Reapers? I can't wrap my head around that.
Makes sense to me. It ensures you never run out of cannon fodder. Eliminates any local resistance. And for every soldier you add, your enemy loses two. The one you converted, and his buddy on the other side who can't pull the trigger on a friend.
You sound like you admire them.
Same way I admire a virus or a thresher maw. They've adapted perfectly to their situation.
But the Reapers want to destroy us.
And I have no intention of letting them. But if you don't respect your enemy's capabilities, You're in for one nasty surprise after another.
Dr. Tassoni found useful information in the data you recovered, Commander.
Right, so we got, like, Matriarch Galei's password and username or whatever, so we're gonna hack her shit. That seems like a good idea. You know, we're getting the Asari on board. You know, they don't trust us at all, and we're gonna just, you know, sneakily use a dead Matriarch's login and information behind their backs to do things for ourselves. That's a good idea.
Poor Rila. But I'm glad she set off that bomb, Shepard.
You're not upset the monastery was destroyed?
No, not after what I saw. I don't care that they were Ardat Yakshi. To be turned into such creatures, nobody deserves that.
Do you ever feel awkward, being the only Turian on the ship?
I don't know. Should I?
I just mean not having anyone else like you around.
Doesn't seem to bother Liara.
But she can eat their food. Good to see you.
We are missing a couple people. Let's look around a little bit.
Oh, hello, Commander.
We were just double-checking the thermal ducts.
I'm sure you were. Carry on.
Oh, I'm sure a duct was being checked, and it was quite hot. I'm so sorry. That was too easy.
Shepard.
Like, low-hanging fruit. I gotta do it.
Do you think Shepard noticed?
I'm sure he didn't.
I'm so embarrassed.
He's gonna come back here later and they're like in full bondage gear and shit. Oh, Shepard, we were just, you don't want to know, actually. It's really hard to describe, actually. It's complicated. It involves harnesses and whips. Look, you don't get it, Shepard. You don't know what engineers need to wear to fix things on the ship, okay?
Are you doing a story on the Asari who were turned into Reaper creatures?
The Ardat Yakshi? No.
I think that story would be perfect for you. The hidden dark side of the most beautiful race in the galaxy.
We have a huge Asari audience. If I do that story, I could lose them.
That seems a bit like pandering.
Ever seen how fast an e-democracy can abandon its allies?
No.
If I do my job, you won't.
Yes, you're completely important, necessary, not completely fucking worthless job. Let's change clothes. Or something, I don't know. Got some bullshit to look at. As soon as this loads, it's taking its sweet-ass time. It's been doing that a lot lately when I try to use the armor thing from down here. It just takes forever to load, and then it doesn't work properly. Like, this isn't working properly. Oh, nope, not working. Yeah, so sometime later, it worked. We got new stuff. Who cares?
The next time you blow up a monastery, let me know you've left the premises, okay? I worry about you. I appreciate you checking in on me.
Hey Vega, you got anything to contribute to this conversation?
Do you hear that hum? Is that just me?
Yeah, whatever. Shut up, Vega. So... I don't know. Oh, I guess I should buy something. Also, I should probably mention how reputation in this game works. Mine's maxed. Once it's maxed, you can't fill it up anymore, and whichever one maxes out first is the one that wins, so... Yep, Paragon is higher than Renegade, because that's usually how it goes. Look, I shot Rex in the face, I shot Morton in the back, but I'm a pretty okay guy overall. I brutally executed Legion. But, you know, I'm okay. Shepard's an okay guy. So guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna scan for shit. Oh boy. Can't wait to fast forward this nonsense. Look, you don't want to see this in real time, okay? This is at 400%, and it still takes 5 minutes. And that's terrible. But let's just go and do stuff, I guess. I don't know. So there's an N7 mission waiting here in this nebula, but we should probably scan it all first, so I don't have to worry about that when I do the N7 mission. Oh, Dr. Jalise. There you are! Been looking for you this entire game. There's actually a lot of stuff in this system. Dr. Jalise was just 9%. So, yeah. We found the fuel. Oh, there it is. Oh, gotta enter from the right place. What do we got here? Oh, a sniper unit. Neat. That almost sounds like functionally useful. Whatever it even is it a unit of snipers? Probably, I don't know. Gives a shit, who cares? Oh, wait. Some of you seem to think that I don't like this game. I don't know why you'd think that. I'm really trying to be very positive about this game. I say through gritted teeth. Look, I do like parts of this game. I also hate parts of this game with every fiber of my being. It's just that the parts I hate are a lot more constant. Like doing this. This is terrible. But then you have stuff like that whole thing with you can see Tali's face, and that's neat. All the missions on Rannoch are kind of neat. The whole thing with Tali Legion is neat. The whole thing on Tuchanka is neat. There's neat stuff in this game. It's just, there's also awful garbage, too. That's the problem with this game. There's no middle ground. It's either like good or awful. There's no things in this game that are just okay. It's either really cool or completely shit. And that's strange, because the other two games weren't like that, were they? There's nothing in the first two games that's just like unbearably bad. Even the Mako is hilariously bad, which is a different kind of bad, you know? So I just found some Asari research ships. How does that make them a war asset? But they're clearly doing something. But Shepard finds them. He's like, no, you're helping us kill Reapers now. I'm commanding this. I am Commander Shepard, and I command you to help me kill Reapers. You can't say no to me. Look, the last guy who said no to me, I shot him in the back. You don't want to fuck with this. Don't want that. I will shoot your entire species in the back. With one bullet. You may have noticed, despite the super speed, that pretty much all of these assets are Asari. Well, we are in Asari space, right? So. So this is a giant system, and the actual asset takes a while to find. But it seems for like 3/4 of the system, the Reapers don't care if you scan there, so. There it is. It was so worthwhile to get some money, wasn't it? Yeah, let's get out of here. This system doesn't seem like it has anything in it. Because it doesn't. Look at that. I guess it's just a place where you can get fuel if you need to. Also, this planet has krypton in its atmosphere. I like that. Well, there is something kind of neat in this particular chunk of this scanning frenzy that we're getting onto right now. It's in Phoenix, check it out. It's Pinnacle Station, that DLC that... Did anybody care about that DLC? I didn't. I didn't actually play it, but hey look, there's a Turian Spec Ops team still hanging out there, still doing the challenges, I guess. Alright, this is the last thing. A Caccliosaur fossil. You can finally turn that into. Just gotta get out of here and go back to the Citadel. Someday. It'll happen. Also, remember that private that wants to fight Reapers instead of Cerberus? I can make her fight Reapers instead of Cerberus. Just gotta press X. Just press a button. I did it. Now she's fighting Reapers. And she'll probably die horribly. Whatever, I don't care. So Samara is here. She said she'd be, and she is. She's just over here.
Shepard, I wasn't sure you'd deliberately seek me out.
Why not?
Do you remember when I first joined you, to stop the Collectors? I swore an oath to hunt you down if I were forced to do anything dishonorable.
And were you?
Considering the evil we faced, your acts were... acceptable, within the dictates of the Code. I simply request that you ask yourself if they'll remain so.
You'd really try to kill me if I stepped over your line?
It would be my obligation, once the Reapers were defeated. And only if I could verify you'd done something to violate the Code.
If they help end this war, I'll make whatever decisions I have to.
You helped me a great deal in the monastery, Shepard. This is merely advice. But I do hope you consider it.
What are the other Justicars doing for the war?
Most have made it home. They will attempt to hold Thessia. With the odds we face, it's possible our order will no longer exist after this war.
There's that few of you?
Our numbers were never great. We must prepare to sacrifice ourselves, if that is what's required.
Was being a Justicar worth it if that's how it all ends?
The Justicars were formed to bring order to a world that laughs at the notion. The role is solitary. Its demands are lonely and uncompromising, often to the point of pain. But following the Code left me with no regrets. Take that for what you will.
You know, I never asked you if your code has anything useful on fighting Reapers.
Treat them as any other enemy. Show no quarter, mercy, or weakness. The only difference is the scale of our foe. The Code is too strict to account for such small discrepancies.
Is that how you see it too?
An odd question, coming from the Spectre who killed his third Reaper on Rannoch.
Will Falair be alright in the monastery? Or what's left of it?
We spoke for some time. It won't be easy. But if there is a way to survive, Falair will find it. It was good to see her again. Perhaps it's unseemly for a Justicar to dwell so much on her family.
I'm just happy things worked out.
I was fortunate that Falair saw things so clearly. And it would have turned out quite differently without your intervention. Thank you.
Good luck out there, Samara.
You as well. I don't know if you believe in such things, but Goddess go with you, Shepard. We'll both be tested in fire, soon enough.
Alright, let's turn this nonsense in. First one's right here.
Memorial Hospital.
Excuse me. I recovered the rings of Elune. They're waiting in Bay D24.
That's wonderful. Thank you. My people will treat this miraculous find as a call to support their local hospitals. Yes, I'm seeing increased turnout as well. We may actually make it through this war.
Now arriving at ward level purgatory.
I recovered the Code of the Ancients from Dakuna. It's waiting for you in Bay D24.
With shock and joy. Really, this is wonderful news. Thank you, human. Sincerely, this will greatly aid our people. With sincere gratitude, thank you, human.
Hey, remember that dead Asari Commando's wife?
Her name is Tasha Porae. Of course. P-O-R-A-E. No, I realize you can't tell me where she was deployed. Can you inform me if she's under orders not to communicate with her family? It's been a while since I heard from her. Uh-huh. But I would be contacted if she were injured, correct? Yes, I'm listed as her bond mate. Yes, I can hold. Her name is Tasha Porae.
Weshra, I have an audio log for you.
For me? Where did this come? Oh no. Oh, Tasha. Thank you for bringing this back. At least I know what happened.
Tasha Porae, do you take this woman, Asari widow, to be your lawfully wedded wife? It's a very unfortunate name you have there. And this asshole wants the fossil for the thing.
Actually, I found a Cacliosaur skull preserved in amber. Maybe you could clone it, or...
You're kidding? You're kidding. Seriously? Well, if the genetic material is intact, we could... We've got cloning facilities on Zerkesh. Cacliosaur genes were remarkably pliable. Cloning might be effective.
And 2 seconds later, they got dinosaurs, right? Right?
And they're already writing the first unit.
Of course they do.
That's great. No, don't worry about that. It's how Cacliosaurs mark territory, and the Krogan don't seem to mind.
They're just pissing on everything. Everything! It smells terrible here. Well, we turned all that bullshit in, so now we can leave and do something interesting. I doubt it. It'll actually be interesting. We can do it. It'll get done. See you next time? Maybe?
Status recognized. Please select 1 moment, please.